Juan, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm like, what's going on? Can you
Sorry, I
uh-huh.
guess it was my computer.
Oh, it's okay. That's okay. No, I could hear you and I could see you, but I guess you couldn't hear me. I'm not sure what was going
Yeah,
on. But
I couldn't
mhm.
hear you. I couldn't see you. But now I'm using my smartphone.
Okay. Is that going to be okay for the lesson?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, super.
I
How
hope
was work today? Oh,
I hope
sorry.
to see your presentation.
You have a presentation?
No, I mean I hope to see your your screen when you share something.
Okay, let's see. Let me open it now because we're on negotiations.
Okay.
We were on slide, let me see, yesterday, slide 3.
Do you have a lesson after this call?
Yes, I do. I have a little kid after this call. I'm sorry. I don't know why. It's so strange. You like our for some I don't know why, but our connection, I have one other student that has similar things, but only you and one other student, there's usually like some sort
Yeah.
of connection problem. I'm not sure why. Um,
I
because my
think
other, mhm,
it's my fault. I think because yeah, I'm use my computer, my job computer or my work computer.
your work
I
computer.
should
Hmm.
to use my personal computer, or in this case, I'm using my smartphone, and I don't have problem with connection.
Oh, maybe it's like some sort of a block, like cookie block, or they're called cookies or
My
cache
work
or whatever.
computer, I use a VPN,
Uh-huh.
virtual. Maybe that's why. I
Okay.
don't know.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm like, I was like, today we're not gonna have any problems, and then it happened. I was like, oh no.
Maybe.
That's okay though. We'll get through it. But did we? I can't remember. We did we did all the way
Deal.
until deal, right? Mm-hmm.
It was the last one.
Okay, so let's finish these next three, and then we'll try to do some more. Can you read these, or is it too small?
Could you repeat?
Can you read this or is it too small?
No, I can read.
Okay, super. So let's look at this. We have catch.
Catch. Okay, catch. A hidden problem or disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
Disadvantage.
Uh-huh. So catch, so this is a little confusing because catch can be a verb and it can be a noun. So to catch, the verb is like someone throws something to you and you catch it, right? You catch it in your hands. That's the verb. This is a noun, though. So, for example, this is like someone's giving you a deal and it's a really good deal. It's really cheap and things like that. And you could be like, well, what's the catch? Meaning, like, why is this so cheap? Or why is this, such a good deal? So catch can be two different things. You just have to know in the context of what it is. So to catch is a verb, to catch, and then this is a noun. So this is more of like, what's the disadvantage? What's the problem here? So you'll hear this a lot in business talk when it's almost, we say it's good, too good to be true, meaning it's so cheap that it's like, what's the catch in this, or what's the hidden problem? Why is this so cheap, or why is this such a good deal? So that's just so you know the difference of each one. It can be a little confusing because it's spelt the
Mhm.
same way and it's pronounced the same way. So it's more about the context that it's in when you're hearing this word. Does that make sense? When have you ever been in a situation where someone was like, "Oh, I'm going to sell you this phone. It has, this much memory. It's a really good phone, but it's only $50, right? Or it's only like $20. And you could be like to that person, well, what's the catch? Like, what's really wrong, or what's going on with this phone? Why is it so cheap? Does that make sense? It's kind of hard to explain. Okay. Have you ever heard of that before? That phrase?
No,
What's the catch? Let me write it for you.
it's my first time.
What is the catch? So oops, I spelled catch wrong. Sorry. I have this little cover on my keyboard. Let me show you. I have a cover on my keyboard. So
Okay.
sometimes I miss the letters because I can't see
Okay.
them really, because there's like pictures on it.
Why do you use a cover?
Why do I use this? Because I am so clumsy. I'm very clumsy. Like, how do you say? No, not tonta. Is that silly? Torpe? What is it? Silly or torpe? I'm really like clumsy. I tend to spill things, or I fall a lot and things like that. So I have this on my keyboard so that if I'm like drinking something and I accidentally like spill it, or something happens, then this will protect it from liquids or water or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so but I'm getting used to it because I can't I do know how to type, but on this keyboard it's a little smaller, so sometimes my finger like hits the wrong button. So I'm sorry about that. But let's look at this next one. We have tempting.
I would like to see your workplace.
My workplace?
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, but I mean,
you're here.
how is your computer? How is your mouse, your keyboard?
Oh, I just have a laptop.
Okay.
I actually just got a new one. Yeah, it's just a laptop. Nothing special about it.
Okay.
No, I don't have a mouse. I just have a mouse pad, and yeah, it's just my laptop.
Okay. Do you have a special like this?
No,
Mouse?
I don't have a mouse. I have had it before, but
Touchpad?
I have like a touch screen.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. That's my work area. It's just a laptop.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, let's look at this one. We have tempting.
Well, 1 second, please.
That's okay.
Someone wants to call me.
Okay. Do you need to take? You can take it.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's look at this one. We have tempting.
Tempting. Okay. Causing an urge.
Urge.
Causing an urge or desire to have or do something. Tempting.
So, for example, I could be like, my boyfriend is eating a chocolate ice cream, right? But I am on a diet. So I'm like, I'm not eating any sugar or something. Him eating the ice cream in front of me is tempting. I'm tempted to eat, like just cave in and eat the ice cream too. It's something that kind of makes you want to do something. It's tempting. Does that make sense? Like you're not supposed to do it, but someone else is doing it and you're like, oh, that looks really good, or that looks really delicious, or whatever it is. It's a very tempting thing. Has anything ever tempted you? Like, for example, if you're on like a strict diet, or maybe you don't want to eat a certain food. Has anyone ever tempted you to like want to eat it? Or
Like tentación.
tentador, it says.
Tentador.
Tentador. That's the
Okay.
I don't know if that's the right translation. Sometimes Cambly doesn't have the right. I've never used tempting in Spanish, actually. My Spanish isn't that good. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it says
I
tentador.
think your Spanish is good. Your Spanish is better than my English.
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
I think we can understand if I talk faster, or how you say faster. No,
Fast
if I
or
talk
quickly.
fast quickly, if I talk quickly in Spanish, you can understand almost all the words. I guess.
A
I think.
veces. A
A
veces.
veces.
It depends. It depends on the subject that you're
Can you
talking
say this
about.
word in Spanish? Parangarigutirimicuaro.
Oh my gosh, no. What? That was really fast.
Yeah.
What is
Do
it?
you like the tongue? Do you like the tongue twister? Tongue
Tongue
twister?
twisters. I'm good
Mhm.
at them in English, but I've actually never attempted them in Spanish. I've only done English tongue twisters, but I've had to practice them. It's not, I don't know, it's one of those things where even in English, sometimes it can be like too hard. I do them with my children's students a lot. It's a fun way, but I don't know any Spanish ones actually. Maybe I need
Okay.
to look them up.
Can you
Very
say
good.
camarón, caramelo, caramelo, camarón?
Camarón, ¿cómo?
Camarón,
Camarón. Ajá.
caramelo, caramelo,
Carmel, caramelo,
caramelo, caramelo,
caramelo. Ujú.
camarón, caramelo, caramelo, camarón.
Oh gosh. Camarón, caramelo,
Caramelo,
caramelo, caramón.
camarón. No,
Sí.
cabrón, no.
No, 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 cabrón. I need to practice them. I'm not that
Okay.
great.
I need to
Very.
practice tongue twister as well.
Oh, we can do. I love tongue twisters. I do when my students, if we have extra time at the end of our lessons, we always do tongue twisters just because they're
I
fun.
have problems with the meaning with
Mhm.
words like though, thought, and I don't know,
Though.
different, maybe no, 4 or 5 words
Mhm.
similar,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm confused with the meaning and with the
Okay.
pronunciation.
And it's though and thought. Is that what you're saying?
Though, thought, though, no, I don't remember.
Though, hold on, I'm gonna send you this first though. Though or
Yeah,
thought.
though,
Though.
though is thought, though,
Thought
or though, throw, no sé,
or taught. Is this it?
thought,
Taught?
thought, yeah, thought.
So
Thought
taught.
is
Mhm.
thought is thing in the past, right?
Yeah, it's teaching, to teach in the past. Like for example, I taught you last night. So it's a past tense of to teach. So last night I taught you a business English lesson. So it's just a past tense form of the verb to think. Think is
Okay.
the past form of to teach. Thought is the past form. It's the past form of to think. To think. So thought is like, oh, I thought you said da 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 da. So that's like a past tense form of to think is
Okay.
thought. Though is a connecting word. It can be a conjunction. You can say like even though
Even though
I
it's a pesar que,
even though I thought you said we were going to a restaurant, I mixed it up with another date or something like that. It's kind of like a let's look at it though. Those sentences, one sentence. So though is like despite the fact that, or although. It can be a shorter version of although. It's a
Can I
conjunction.
say,
Mhm.
for example, yesterday, even though I had a meeting, I connected to the class?
Exactly. That's perfect. Uh-huh.
No.
Exactly. It's just something that can connect a thought to another thought. It's usually a conjunction or an adverb type of thing. Like an adverb example would be like, I was hunting for work. Jobs were scarce though.
What is the
So
difference between even though or although?
they're the same. It's the same. It's just you have that even is kind of like even so or even though. You could do they're interchangeable. Even so or even though. They're very similar and they're conjunction words. They kind of connect a thought to another thought, or an adverb meaning like a timing type of thing.
How I
Mhm.
need to, how can I use not at all or something like that?
What is it? One more time. Not at all?
No, not at all.
Um
Can you type me? Can you type
this
that phrase for me, please?
not
Not
at
at
all. This
all.
one? Is this
At
right?
all. Ajá.
Not at all. That
Es como no del todo.
mhm. Mhm. Not at all is like not. You could just say not too. Used as a polite response to thanks. It's like, or definitely not. Like I could say, do you like sushi? I don't know. And you could be like, not at all. Like I absolutely do not like that. That is something that I definitely do not like.
Do you like the sushi? Do you like sushi?
Oh, I love sushi. Sushi's the best. I actually used to, before teaching, I was actually a chef, and I was a sushi chef for 6 years. So I used to roll
Wow.
sushi at a restaurant. I love sushi. It's my favorite. But some people do not like it. Obviously, if you don't like fish, or if you don't like that fishy taste, like some people don't like it. In this case, not at all. They don't like it at all, right? It's a definite, yeah. But so not all these phrases that you're asking about are, they're common, but if you decide not to use them, if you're like, oh, I don't really know how to use it, you can express things in a different way. Like not at all, you could say definitely not. So there's always like another phrase you can use with some of these. Not at all can also mean like definitely not.
Talking
I
about sushi,
mhm,
talking about sushi, I
mhm.
used to say I didn't like it or
Uh-huh.
I don't like it.
I didn't like it. I
I didn't
used to
like it.
not like it. Mhm.
Mhm. But I had never tried it.
Oh, so you said you didn't like it, but you actually hadn't tasted it yet. So, do you like it now? Have you tried it?
Yeah, I like it now.
It's so good. It's a good
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Some people don't, but there was a good time, like 6 years of my life where I ate it every day pretty much. So, I
And
think it's delicious. Uh-huh.
how often do you cook sushi at home?
Now, we actually make it a lot because here in Bolivia, it's a landlocked country. So fish, we have like freshwater fish, but saltwater fish, like fish from the sea, it's a little bit more expensive to get. Um, so we always make sushi at home now because in the restaurant it's really expensive because it's
Okay.
a very like here in Bolivia it's not very common. Sushi is a very like new trend, it's a very trendy type of food. So they charge a lot of money to eat it, to buy
Wow.
it here. Yeah. What about in Mexico? Is it expensive or is it
We
affordable?
okay. Monterrey is not a city close to the sea,
Mhm.
but the sushi is not expensive.
Oh, wow, super. That's
I
great.
don't know. What price do you consider expensive?
So, for example, well, I'm saying expensive for Bolivia. It's probably the same price as in the United States. So for let's say four different
Okay.
types of rolls, that'll be about $35 or
Wow.
$40. Mhm.
So
Mhm. So
much.
in the United States, that's pretty common. That's a pretty standard price, $10 a roll. But here in Bolivia, we pay like for a meal, a full meal here, a typical meal here in Bolivia, you could get soup, like the big meal, the second plate, and then a dessert for $2, $3. You know?
Okay.
So buying a $3 meal compared to a $40 meal is just
Uh-huh.
it's it's almost it's kind of sad because they mark it up way too much, but then again, I think the other restaurants that are like selling for $3, the 3 plates, they're they're also not making that much money. So I don't know if it's they're charging too not enough, they're not charging enough, or they're charging too much. I have a United States price gauge. So my Bolivian price gauge is a little I'm not as accustomed to the prices because I feel like 10 bolivianos, which is about $2 or $1.75, is the standard price for a meal here. It's like 10 bolivianos. So the sushi places charging like $10 for one roll. I feel
Mhm.
like that's a lot. But and Bolivians feel like it's a lot. So I in the United States it's the same, but I feel like it's not fair to compare prices in the United States to prices in Bolivia because they're going to be very different. I
Yes.
don't know. But $40 I feel like is about the amount if you got 4 rolls in the United States, it would be about 40 or $50 to buy
Yeah.
that. Mhm.
Too much.
But here, $50 can go a long way here. $50 is not like a one meal type
What
of
is
price. Uh-huh.
the average salary for a
In
uh
Bolivia?
yeah, common
So,
person?
yeah, like the we call it like the average pay, like the necessary pay. A
Mm-hmm.
month here is about $400 a month.
$400. Okay.
That's the minimum pay. Or actually no, I'm sorry, it's $300 is the minimum
300.
pay, but you're working 6 days a week for 8 hours a day, which I think it comes out to like in the United States that's not
But
enough to live.
what can you pay with $300?
In Bolivia?
Mm-hmm.
What do you
It's
mean? Like
enough.
what?
It's
Uh-huh.
enough for people.
Yeah, you could. I mean, here you could live off of. I feel like you could live off of less than that too. But a lot of people who get $300 a month also have kids and things like that. So for me, I could easily live off of $300 a month. But
Mm-hmm.
if I didn't have my other like United States debts and things like that, but I feel like comfortably here you could live off of 600, 500. like a
Okay.
very comfortable amount. But a lot of people live off of $300 a month and they have like 4 kids or something like that. So it's like, I don't know. It's hard for me to see because I'm from the United States and I have a different concept of the dollar, I feel like. But here, even $100, that's like you could live off of 2 weeks food wise with that. Hmm.
It's almost the same in Mexico.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
maybe the average amount in salary is $300.
a
Maybe.
month, right? That's like that's an
Yeah,
average.
but for example, in Bolivia,
Hmm.
the USD
Hmm.
is cheaper than here.
Oh, really? It is?
Mhm. Yeah, how Bolivian pesos is a dollar?
So 7.25, 7
7.25.
bolivianos, 7.25 is $1.
In Mexico, 20, 34 pesos, or 20 pesos with 34 cents
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
a dollar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's well, depend. I don't know. Like things here too. It depends
Yeah,
on
it
the
depends because
pricing.
the prices of the things is different.
Hmm. Exactly. One, my student is calling in, but tomorrow we have classes. And Juan, could you look at those times for next week and let me know if you want to accept them or deny them? Because I know you're going
Okay.
to be on vacation. So just let me know what you want to do with those. Because I gave you proposals for those.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure. I watch
Okay.
it.
All
Yeah.
right, Juan. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.